Now, the photographer you are about to meet is behind ads you've probably seen almost every day. But his exhibition in Delray Beach is all about some pretty common grocery items. Here's our cultivating collection. Most of Barry Seidman's career has been spent in New York, shooting ads for major companies like Smirnoff, Nikon, and American Express. But he recently showed a local audience at the Palm Beach Photographic Center another view from his camera.
In fine art photography, you're finished when you say so. With commercial photography, you're finished when whoever's paying you says so. And that really is the difference. I can make my own decisions and stop when I want to stop. The bag pictures, I probably spend 2 days on some of them.
His idea was to create a series of photos inspired by a childhood memory.
It's all brown paper bags with fruits and vegetables. Bags are really part of my history. You know, growing up, my mother would go to the supermarket and come home with brown paper bags full of groceries.
So we walked the aisles of Balducci's, the famous New York City gourmet market, and picked the perfect produce.
While walking through the stores, you know, it's almost like something would talk to me. You know, you'd hear a little voice, which is a bit insane, but, you know, a tomato doesn't talk. I'd see it. I'd feel it.
Seidman says technology has helped make photography a simpler process. But for the photos in this exhibition, he used old-fashioned techniques.
They were shot with an 8x10 view camera, which is an old-fashioned view camera. It's those big boxes in front of you with a rag over your head, and you go in there, and you come out a week later. There was no Photoshop. There was no digital. It wasn't megapixels. It was physically an 8x10 piece of film.
Some of the photos took days to perfect, and Seidman does have his favorites.
The pears with the bag are one of my favorites. It's just very dynamic, the light and dark and the play between the pears and the shadow on the bag. There's a certain drama to it. And if I were going to hang one on my house, I would probably hang that. There are the raspberries. I like that because, again, the way it looks, the way it feels, I think back however many years, and I think about that one raspberry that I took out of the box and I cut in half and took an itty-bitty half-inch silver card with a piece of fun tack and shined a light through that raspberry.
Once he got the pictures just perfect, he wanted to make sure the prints looked good enough to eat.
Dye transfers, which most people don't even know about, is what these prints are. It's a handmade process where dyes are actually transferred from machine film onto paper. It could take a day or 2 days or 15 prints before you got one that was right, and that's the one you wanted to use.
For a man who's taken 4,000 photos for advertisements used all over the globe, this was the perfect assignment.
I've spent my career selling other people's products and solving their problems. Now I have my own idea, and I have to satisfy myself.
And he hopes those that visit Bagged will take away as much as he enjoyed creating it. You can see the Bagged exhibition at the Photographic Center through April. Well, usually in the kitchen, we're talking about great local